Hello everyone, it is Caitlin, and today we are making a little sewing case or housewife. Well, hello and welcome to Caitlin's random project of the day. So we're going to make a housewife. So looking at a late 18th and early 19th century sewing case, I'm liking how it's looking as far as I like how the pincushion is. I really kind of wanted a roll-up case. But I'm thinking, as I'm looking at them, I'm seeing a lot of leather and silk. And I really want this one to be more of a cotton type thing. Now, the original here is silk. It's just not as fancy, and I can do this in wool and cotton with no problem. So, I need to figure out how big to make it. And basically, I just need it literally to be the width of my scissors. That's the only requirement here, I think. And a little bit more. So let's take 5 inches. Okay, 5 inches. And I want a good, maybe 4-inch case. But I want to turn under a couple times. Okay. So I think 4 inches as the under part with the scissors. And then we're going to do another 4 inches where we're going to put the needles. And I need like a little bit of a, I mean the original does have the poofy case part, so that's another 4 inches. And I need not quite 4 inches, but I need a little bit extra. So it's kind of for the top part that's gonna like curve. So let's do 16 inches, and I'm going to just bind this, so I don't need to add a seam allowance. So that's 5 inches by 16 inches for whatever fabric I want to be the base fabric, which I think I decided on this stuff. It's cotton print. It's small print, but I like how it's spaced. It's geometric, so we're gonna use this. I'm going with the red and gray theme, I think, just because that sounds like fun. All right. Alright, so this is going to be like the base part. I haven't decided if I'm going to put leather on the back of it, if I'm going to do another piece of cotton. I think I have some nice black leather that will look good. The only problem is now I just sew through leather. And I think the next step is going to have to be to make the little pincushion thing. So let's put this to the side for right now. Let's do that first. So it looks like it's just 2 pieces. It's going to be 4 inches by the 5 inches. Actually, I'm going to need seam allowances for this, I think. So 5 inches by 6 inches. And let's use this fabric left over from the dress for that. I need 2 of these pieces. I kind of want it facing. How do I want the stripes? That's going to be the next question. Do I want it horizontal or vertical? I think I want vertical. So I need 6 inches, actually 5 inches. Okay, we can fold this in half. I have 2 pieces. I do have some red wool somewhere. I need to go find it, but I have it. Maybe red wool felt, but it'll work. It may be felted red wool, but I have it. So do the bottom, and I'm going to need to sew a strip, maybe half an inch wide, so I'm going to cut it 1.5 inches, and I'll stitch it just across. I think 3 sides, the 4th one we're going to leave, and then do this to the other side, have like a little case, and then we'll stuff it, probably with cotton or wool, because I have both of those things. And that's good stuffing. I don't think I have any bran on me, but I do want something that's lightweight, so I'm not going to use like the emery that I have. That would make it incredibly heavy. I have some gray wool I just got in today, actually. We'll do that for the little needle booklet part, which I am going to put separate. So I'm going to be different than the original. So the original does needle case, pins, pockets. I'm going to make mine a little bit longer, so mine's going to be scissors, pins, needle case, pocket. So I think the next step is to find that wool felt. And the next step is to find that the red wool and make this little pocket thing. I have a little case now. So red wool, which is a little brighter than the red I have on there, but that's okay. And I think we're gonna stuff with wool. I literally just have lots and lots of this for some reason, so we're just gonna stuff it in there. Probably more than enough. I'm gonna have to move this around. We're going to sew this into our case in a second. I think we need to figure out how we're going to put the scissors in first, which I think is going to have to be a little leather case to keep them from sliding out. Which means I need to figure out what scissors I'm using first before I do that. Alright, welcome back to the sewing table. Grab the scissors I'm going to use for this project and a scrap of leather. So we're going to actually just make a little case the best I can with my chalk. This was placed. I don't know if this is going to show up or not. We're going to try it. I'm just kind of tracing around. That's the point. That's where this is. I'm going to fold it where that point, or where the points are. There we go. Get my scissors, kind of cut around that as best I can. Okay, I get that. Which, yes, that will cover the scissors. Okay. Now I'm looking at this wondering if I should have made it to where it had a flap I could tie it over. Which means, all that means is that I need an extra piece. Okay, I'm going to grab the rest of the leather. I'm going to cut a second piece that's identical to this one. Only it's going to go further up. As of right now, I'm just going to literally just cut it up till I decide what I want shape-wise. I'm probably going to mimic whatever shape I end up doing on the flap of the actual case itself. But I haven't decided that either. Cool. Okay. Okay, I can work with that. So this side's going to go down, this one's going to go this way. However, I do need to make it go down a little bit because I need to actually be able to grab these scissors. So let's do it more like a scallop. What does that look like? Okay. Put my scissors in here. I have that. I can pull the scissors out. That's what I'm really looking for here. And that will flip over like that. And I'll probably just tie it shut. So, machine stitches or not? I have leather sewing machine needles. So I think I might do this by machine. Why not? So I'm literally just going to stitch on the very outer edge, just around this part to connect these two. Alright, so before I stitched it, I realized that it'd probably be easier just to go ahead and stitch the whole thing to the bottom of the case, which is where it's going to be sewn anyway, so that's what I did. Did it kind of crooked the first time, but then I caught it, so now we're fixed. So, let's see, put that there. And I probably want to follow this curve line. I'm really going to cut anything I don't need to cut. Okay, just going to like that. My problem is now I have to duplicate it on the other side. And then I can decide, I just want to curve that, I guess, probably is what I'm most likely going to do to the front anyway. So let's just go ahead and gently burn that off. That went in a little bit, so we don't want to do that. Okay. Yeah, like that. I think that's acceptable. And it's going to be kind of difficult. I should put the tie on first, but we'll put a tie on and keep that closed. And that way the scissors won't go sliding all over the place. So there's that part. Let's do the pin case next, which is going to need to lay like this, basically. It's quite thick. Well, okay. Which means it needs to be stitched here. Half an inch from the edge, I think, all the way across. And then we'll turn the other ends and probably do those parts by hand. Would probably be easier. Got a little bit of this. And I'll redistribute it as well. So I think I have the right amount in there. I think it's just being poofy right now. Once it's like settled in there, it should be fine. And that should be able to look up. I should be able to scissors easily. Okay, that'll work. I'm gonna go stitch that. Alright, sorry about that. I forgot I was filming for a minute. So, in addition to attaching this thing, which I believe we did talk about, I added the pocket. So what I did for the pocket is I found some red fabric and I cut it 5 inches by 8 inches. Get a gathering thread across the bottom, hem the top, stitched the pocket on after I gathered it to fit, seam up here to kind of connect it. Then I just ran some silk ribbon. So I have a pocket now where I attach the back of it. So I have the back leather, there's a good side of it, and there's the matte side. I'm going to attach this right here. It should fit exactly. Yay, look at that. Turn this upside down. So I need to go get some bias from the other fabric I'm going to use. Alright, so I have bias here, just out of this plaid. And this is what I'm going to attach here. So we're going to do from the bottom. Try a minor corner here in a second. Corner. Basically, I'm just grabbing all the layers. And then I'll stitch that down and we'll just be hand stitching after that. Alrighty, so I have the binding almost completed. We're just doing the last little bit here. Then I think we have ties and filling to do. Of course we need to fill it. Alright, so that's the basics of it. What I do want to do is put ties here, so I have more of the little same silk ties that I used up here. The thinner leather, which helps. I'm not technically using that leather sewing needle right now. And do little pockets like that. I'm just doing tiny little stitches like that until I think it's sewn in, which it might be at this point. Alrighty, we're gonna call that good. Those ties anyway. I need to find those scissors. I have everything else around here that I need to stuff into this thing, but I don't know what I did with the little scissors. They're probably inside of them. Well, the cat got to them. He likes shiny things. Alright. Ties. Got some larger silk ties for this part. Let's try this again. The better needle. Still have a leather needle, so I have them. They're just in the other room and I don't feel like using them. Alright, now I have to go there for the time. Like that. Alright, this goes here. This goes here. This goes here. And so the opening, or the other tie, needs to sit right here. Awesome. All right. Basically, I'm doing a space back stitch. That's all this is. We have a completed housewife. I'm gonna go find those scissors, and then we can fill it. All right, let's fill it. So, start with scissors on the very bottom here. Found them, by the way. They were in the other room like I thought they would be. Tie this closed. They're not slide around. It's okay. That's a little loose. Okay. Pins. Bought extra pins. I like the glass head ones. And these are the pins I use in my normal dressmaking. So I used to have like separate ones I used for period stuff that just made more sense to use the stuff I already use. That's a lot of pins. We might not put them all in there. Technically, I do, need some more for normal use, so I might use some of them just to kind of replenish the ones that I've broken or bent and lost, that sort of thing, for my normal sewing. I think that's good. Now I'll put these few that are left. In my note, normal sewing ducks. Alright. In my note, normal sewing ducks. Alright. One more, we'll stick this one. Okay. Needles. Let's turn this around. I bought a whole pack of needles. I own like a lot of these packs. I really wish they would label them what they are, but you can usually tell by the size of the eyes. These are sharps. I'll get these in here. Some larger sharps goes in here. Get my larger sharps, my thicker sharps over on this side, and my thinner ones on this side. Let's look at some embroidery needles. Embroidery needles on this side. The longer ones, let's get some shorter ones. I'm literally just grabbing however many, I'm not counting these. We might as well do all three bigger ones down here. One's a little duller, the other two are really sharp. Alright, there's our needles. Now in this little pocket, I have several things that need to go in here. Let's start with thread. I had these little horn thread winders. I'm not sure entirely where I got them. I think it's Etsy. If I can find it, I'll link it below. I just wound a bunch of thread on here. This is literally the only, or these are the only colors I ever use, literally. So, this will take me through everything. I almost didn't even add the red one, but sometimes I use it. I use the red one I use the red thread for this project. All right, that goes in there. Wax. This is white beeswax, and I just put a little gold cap on it and formed a bud shape. I don't even know what this is, honestly. I went back and forth, and I decided, you know what, I really don't have a nice little cap for, like a carrot, or I think I really meant for this to be a berry, but it's not red. I could have made it red. I could have dyed it, because you do see the dyed. I should have done that. You do see accents that are dyed. I've seen some orange ones and some purple ones, and that sort of thing. But here we go. This is my wax. Thimble. Those are helpful. Tape measure. This one is pink. I don't like it because it should be really red for this. If I ever find one with red ribbon, I'm replacing it, but for now it's going to work. And then, to hold it all in, we can tie this up. And probably cut these ties down because these ended up being very long. I don't know why I made them this long. There we go. And that'll hopefully hold those in a little bit. Yeah, those are very long. Let's go ahead and cut those off. There we go. Alright. think that's everything. So we're going to just fold this up. And it is quite thick for a little pocket sewing box, but I think most of that is going to be from the pincushion I added there. But it still will fit into a pocket. I mean, I make my pocket's quite large, so it definitely will fit. That's not the problem. But there's our little sewing case. Very useful. So thank you so much for joining me today as we made our little housewife sewing case. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'll see you back here on Monday.